That's awfully close.
Yeah, we're good. Peter Collins, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, just finished a long meeting today.
Not as long as some.
Yeah, it involves some athletics topics
Yes.
of interest to fans. One in particular is the stadium project. And today's meeting was kind of a review of where they're at, and they'll come back, I guess, in November. Can you talk about that project?
Sure. This is a project that's been going on since 2020. We started doing the questionnaires and the surveys and seeing what the fans wanted, knowing that we needed to make some changes in Doak Campbell Stadium. And so we started with a really comprehensive survey. The boosters really dug in on that survey, started communicating with the board. Based on that survey, we started looking at some things that we could do, some options that we could have for the stadium. And out of that came what you saw today. Specific number of boxes, loge boxes, different seating options. And as I said before, it's not just to raise prices, it's about giving the fans a better experience. And so, and an experience that they've requested. And so the Boosters Executive Committee has been working really, really hard on this, and they passed it out of committee. The full Booster Board passed it out of the board. And we could have taken it as an action item today, but it's probably one of the most aggressive things that we're going to do in athletics over the next, in a long time. And so I want the board to take their time. I want them to get a briefing individually on it, so that when we take our vote, it's a fully informed vote, and nobody can say, well, I didn't know this or I didn't know that. We're not going to have that at FSU.
So the Boosters, their board has approved it, and you've gone for bond financing at this point
Yes.
with the Board of Governors. So that process will work in parallel.
Yes.
To any questions the Board of Trustees might have.
Yeah, we're gonna spend the next couple of weeks going over the project with each of the board members, and then we'll come back and we'll have a special meeting of the board to have a vote on the project. Before we have to do that either way, before the Board of Governors meeting. I think it's in the first week in November.
Yeah.
So we can't present it there if we haven't had a vote. And so we'll come back in a couple of weeks and have a vote.
Okay. Now, that project, it'll be about an 18-month project.
Yeah, I would say at least. It's a massive project, and what started out as maybe cutting out just a part of the west stands, now the entire west side's got to come down, and so it's lengthened the project. And as I said in the comments here, we're going to displace some people in the 2024 season. It's a multi-year project, so it's going to, fans are going to have to put up with some of that. But that's all part of it. And we can't do it and not disturb, what's there.
As Ponder said, pardon our progress.
Yeah, exactly. Pardon our progress.
A topic that wasn't discussed much today, of course, was what's been going on with the ACC and their expansion.
Yeah.
And what that means for Florida State.
I'll just say this. I don't know what it long-term means for Florida State. We're focused on this football season. We're focused on having a very successful football season. Probably not going to hear a lot out of us this year, the rest of the year about this. But it doesn't mean there's not work going on. It doesn't mean that there's not conversations being had. But in terms of public comment, or we welcome the three teams. They're members. They're going to be members of the ACC now. Our vote wasn't any reflection on those three schools. So, we're continuing to work, but we're not gonna. We probably won't have any conversations about this at the board level, certainly, before the end of the season.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.